Hey guys, you're welcome back to Tea with Blinks talk show, and I still remain your same old Blinks Monday. And today with me in the studio we have our own favorite guest.
Yeah, I'm back again.
Yeah, it's been a while we have her on the show, so
Yes, I've been
personally
away
I'm
with
happy to have her
business.
back. Good to have you back.
Yeah, my pleasure as always.
Okay, please reintroduce yourself for our new viewers.
Okay, this is Mrs. Glory Research Meze joining you on Tea with Blinks talk show.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So you know how we do it. We bring you heated relationship topics and we discuss about it, and you get to learn one or two things from the talk show. So sit back and relax and listen to the topic for today. So today is about how do you feel? Do you think it's wrong for a lady to approach a guy, like expressing how she feels? Do you think it's wrong? What is your take on that?
Okay, since I'm a very expressive person, I wouldn't say it's wrong to approach a guy that you have interest in and you feel you want to pursue a relationship with such a person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not out of place.
Why isn't it out of place? Because definitely guys have I wouldn't say they have pride, but there's how they'll see a lady that approaches them.
Yeah, the mentality we have in this part of the country is the mentality that only a guy has to ask a girl out, and most of the time these guys feel entitled, or they take these ladies who want to approach them for granted, and they feel that they are desperate. That's why they are coming on to them.
That's the right word, because men will start seeing ladies as being cheap, being desperate for marriage or relationship. So personally, I'm against it. I'm against ladies walking up to guys to tell them how they feel. Even like I'm that kind of person, yeah, that can dial in silence even though I'm crushing on you.
I wouldn't do that.
I'll prefer to dial in silence like than walking up to a guy to tell
I
you.
always have a life philosophy that there are two things involved in life.
Okay.
It's either you get a yes or no response, and this keeps me in a tight situation, or in a situation when I feel that I feel intimidated, let me use that word, and I just put it in my head out there that there's just a two-way traffic about this. It's either yes or no. So why not shoot your shot? Don't die in silence, please. Life is too short to die in silence.
I hate it when somebody tell me no on a general note, not to talk of me expressing how I feel.
That's where maturity comes in.
Yeah, being a lady, it takes us, we need like 200% of courage to walk up to a guy to express our feelings to them. So when imagine a guy now turning you down, telling you no, they don't like you in return. Because at the end of the day,
life is all about bumps. You get to experience bumps in life to overcome some obstacle and move forward.
Okay, but if you're a lady out there and you think that walking up to a guy to tell him how you feel is okay, it's something you can do, I'll definitely encourage you to do that, and I'll be happy to support you. Like just know that I'm happy for you for having such boldness, such
and courage. I have tips how you can actually go about the whole thing.
Yeah, like me to have an idea on how everything can be done and should be done, but at the end of the day I just shall keep all those thoughts to myself. I can't do it, I can't apply it, but I think you can give out one or two tips on how a lady should do that.
You have to pay. You guys have to pay for that tip. Come to Blink's comment section. That's where I'll be dropping the tips on this very topic, this very show. I'll be dropping the tips on her comment section, so you can just go on her comment section and check for those tips.
All right, so ladies out there, if you want to hear the tips from our favorite guests, please go to my comment section and read, because she'll be there to drop some tips on how to approach a guy. And I think I can drop one, let me just be generous and drop one tips. Like one of the tips a lady can use in order to ask a guy out, if you don't want to be too forward, I think you can probably ask for his number. which I know is usually not easy to do. Get his number. Then after getting his number, you start chatting with him. From the chat, you get to see his response. Because if he's responding to you nonchalantly, please, my honest advice, don't even proceed. Don't proceed. But if he's being friendly with you, he's being free, at least you will know that okay, even if he refuses your feelings, he's going to do it in a more matured way. But imagine telling somebody that is strict or behaving nonchalant even when you chat him up. Please don't do that. So that's the first step.
And that's where you know who is actually matured.
Yeah.
Who is actually matured. A guy who is actually matured. When I mean matured, I'm not talking about age wise. I'm talking about
mentality wise. Yeah.
Such a guy that is mentally matured, if he's not interested in you from the onset, he can actually voice it out and tell you, okay, this is it. Because I know before I got married, I had a number of guys that had to chat with. I collected their number, I started the chat, and yeah, I had positive response with them. Those who were interested kept the chat going. I can actually keep a chat going. I can actually keep a guy on his toes.
So please go to my comment section so that you get the real gist, the real tips.
Those that were actually not in or are already in their own relationship were bold enough, were matured enough to say, okay, I wouldn't want this to go further, we can just be friends. So that calls for maturity.
Yeah,
and I think this part of the world, we have to have to be
we
matured.
have to bring that into our own culture in a way, because now things are changing. So it's better we change with the trends, not remaining stagnant or shallow. Should I say shallow with our thinking? So we need to move forward as the trend is moving forward.
Exactly.
So that more ladies can be more expressive about their feelings.
Ladies, be expressive. Like guys are as intimidated as you might be feeling too.
Yeah.
And you don't know who is also having a crush on you, and you're
usually
just
hard for them.
You're just there.
Yeah. Because then they will see a lady all tushy, doovy, they'll be like, she will turn me down. Yeah. Can I approach her? What will she say?
So a little push from you
can make the whole thing a smooth ride.
Exactly.
I'm not entirely against it, but I'm just saying, come on. I need somebody that I'm really going to crush on very well for me to do that. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Exactly.
Never can tell what will happen. So
don't get it twisted. If you're turned down, just know that the other next door might just be open
for you. Okay, so since we're still on the topic, what do you think about instant connection? Like, do you think if you don't feel instant connection with someone, the relationship is worth pursuing? What is your take on that? Because personally, I feel if I don't have this instant connection with someone, I don't find myself going after that relationship or giving it my go, my whole,
Just as every faces are different, out there everybody has a different philosophy of life. There are those who work with instant connection before pursuing a relationship, of course, like you. But there are those who don't need that instant connection and feel that the qualities they are seeing, okay, let me not go into qualities.
Okay.
Let me just say
probably appearance,
the physique, or okay, since I said there are many aspects which or many ground that move people to go into relationship. We've talked about the instant connection that might be based on the physique of such a person, and there are those who go into relationship because they have seen that person is loaded, ego. And there are those who just want to start a relationship with anyone out there they see. They just want to be in a relationship. So it doesn't matter how the person has, they haven't gotten any concrete information about such a person. They just want to go in that relationship. So as for me personally, my mama always says that there's no beautiful man, there only are beautiful ladies. But I know many of my genders will disagree that they are
That
beautiful.
men,
They are
men are
beautiful
not beautiful.
men. They are
Men are not
beautiful
supposed to be
men.
beautiful or handsome.
Okay, so going with my mama's point of view, there's no any man that is beautiful physically when it comes to the physical aspect. So basing relationship on just first attraction can actually die down the road, and basing relationship on because the person has money, at the long run
What
the
about if the
person
money
can,
finishes?
apart
Or
from
the
that, the
person
person
goes
can even
broke?
have a dirty quality that at the end of the day you
Yeah,
can't put
annoying
up with.
qualities,
Yes,
probably beating
you can't put up with it.
abusively. Do you
Exactly.
get?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I don't just turn people down even when I don't even work with
Yeah, it's not like I
initial.
turn them down.
Okay.
It's just that I give them room, like to see if probably along the line I'll like you, but I just shall know that I won't like you since that instant
Okay.
feelings wasn't there. So even along the line, I know I won't like you. So I
my
won't even
own
pursue that
idea of
relationship.
relationship at the end of the day, I have a fellow colleague of mine
Okay.
that says he doesn't just see a lady and said, oh, that's my wife. No, that along the line of friendship he gets to decide if that lady would be his wife or not.
Because
Then
okay,
I still have someone that throw in, because it was like a discussion we had. So she was like, no, if she doesn't see that person as someone who is matured enough to settle down, she doesn't pursue that relationship. So at the end of the day, basing your whole life on just an instant moment of click, because you guys click,
or you guys did not click,
or you guys did not click before starting a relationship, is totally, I wouldn't want to,
say waste of time.
I wouldn't want to, yeah,
feelings.
and I wouldn't want to overshadow others' opinion or make their opinion seem meaningless. But I would say always give a room for anyone that comes your way.
Yeah, like give love a chance, give relationship a chance.
Exactly.
Even if you guys aren't clicking immediately,
You
with
might
time,
click along the way.
Yeah,
Something might come to discover something about that person
that'll make you see this person as a future partner,
exactly,
or being able to be in a relationship with this very person when you give that chance, that room for whatever to happen.
Exactly, because we have a number of couples that have been that have gotten married, and they when they give you their story of how they started, they'll be like, I didn't even see myself with my husband.
Even when he was asking me out, I was like,
what's all this? Like, please.
But at the end of the day, they ended up together.
And they are very much in love with each other. So there are still those who clicked at first and they continued, and it went well for them. But that doesn't mean that all that glitters is gold, as I said.
And also, don't force it. If you are not feeling the connection with
the person
you want to get into
that's a very important point.
Don't force it, because it's very important for you to have
exactly
feelings for anybody you want to date or you are dating.
Yes. Like so my friend will say, this is my friend back home, my homie, I will say, she will always be like, if she gets married to a man she's not feeling the chemistry between them, she's going to cheat in marriage. And I'll be like, boo, you're going to do what? So that's just it. Don't force. Don't pursue a marriage with someone you don't feel love, you don't have
feelings for. Because there has to be feelings in order for you to have love and trust and be faithful to this person. Because trust me, if you don't like this person, you don't have feelings, you will definitely cheat. And
the person might be you might tick all the boxes on your checklist, but that chemistry is not there. If that chemistry is not there, please don't pursue that relationship.
Don't because sometimes people differ. Just like you said, people has different faces. Do you get? So people emotions differ. So along the line, you might get to like this person, fall in love with this person, but at the same time you might still not fall in love with them. So it's better you know yourself, know the kind of person you are, know your emotions, because knowing your emotions will help you decide if in the future you might like this person or not. So please don't force it. Just follow your emotions and also follow your sense, not just your heart and your emotions. Sometimes you need to work with your brain as well. So,
Exactly.
all right, so we've come to the end of our segment for today. Thank you for always staying tuned. And if you watch us down to this moment, that means you tried, and we are saying a big thank you from here to you guys out there. Thank you for always staying tuned, and don't forget to keep following at Still with Blinks Talk Show on all your social
Remember
media.
the comment section for the tip.
Yes, please don't forget, rush down to my comment section in order for you to get the tips on how to approach a guy that you have a crush on, and learn from there, and know that it's not bad and it's not out of place to express your feelings to a guy that you like. So don't feel discouraged and don't feel intimidated. Don't let anybody talk you down. Do you, do your thing, do what makes you happy, and stay tuned to our next episode. Bye.